Born in May 214 in Dardania, a rugged province in Moesia Superior, I, Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus, emerged from humble beginnings. My early life was marked by the challenges of frontier living in the Roman Empire, an upbringing that would shape my resolve and military acumen. My family was of modest standing, yet deeply entrenched in the traditions of Rome. My father, a seasoned soldier, instilled in me the virtues of discipline and duty, while my mother ensured that I understood the importance of Roman values and education. The environment of Dardania, characterized by its harsh landscapes and frequent skirmishes with barbarian tribes, was a natural training ground. From a young age, I was immersed in the martial culture of the region. I trained tirelessly in the arts of war, learning to wield a sword, ride a horse, and command men. These early experiences were crucial, for they laid the foundation for my later military career. Education in Dardania was practical and focused. I learned the essentials of reading and writing, but my true education came from the battlefield and the strategic discussions with my father and other experienced soldiers. The legions stationed in Moesia Superior were a melting pot of various cultures and ideas, providing me with a broader perspective on the complexities of the Roman Empire. By my early 20s, I had joined the legions, eager to prove myself. My initial years were spent in the lower ranks, where I honed my skills and gained the respect of my peers through sheer determination and strategic prowess. My reputation grew, and soon I caught the attention of higher commanders, who recognized my potential. It was during these formative years that I began to understand the intricacies of Roman politics and the fragile stability of the empire. The devastating invasions by various barbarian tribes highlighted the weaknesses within our borders and the need for strong leadership. This period of turmoil and uncertainty shaped my vision for a united and powerful Rome. As I rose through the ranks, my loyalty to Rome and my unwavering commitment to its glory became evident. I served under various commanders, including the esteemed Emperor Gallienus. My tenure under Gallienus, particularly from 260 to 268, was marked by relentless campaigns against invading tribes. It was during this time that I was appointed to command his newly formed cavalry, a role that would be pivotal in my ascent to the throne. In the turbulent landscape of the mid-3rd century, my early life and career were a testament to resilience and ambition. The foundations laid in Dardania, the lessons learned on the battlefield, and the strategic acumen developed under Gallienus's command prepared me for the greatest challenge of all, leading the Roman Empire through one of its darkest periods. In the face of constant threats, both internal and external, I was ready to rise to the occasion. My journey from the rugged frontiers of Moesia Superior to the heart of Roman power was only beginning. The trials and triumphs that lay ahead would test my resolve and define my legacy as Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus, the emperor who would strive to restore the might and unity of Rome. The year was 268, and the Roman Empire was in turmoil. The relentless invasions by barbarian tribes and internal strife had brought the empire to a precarious state. Emperor Gallienus, despite his efforts, struggled to maintain control. As one of his trusted commanders, I, Marcus Aurelius Claudius, stood by his side through numerous battles. However, fate had different plans for me and for Rome. The turning point came during the siege of Milan, where the usurper Aureolus had taken refuge. Gallienus led the siege, but discontent within the ranks and the treachery of the Praetorian Guard sealed his fate. One night, Gallienus was assassinated by his own men, an act of betrayal that would echo through the annals of history. Amid the chaos, the soldiers turned to me, their seasoned and reliable leader, to take the reins of power. It was a moment of destiny, one that I had never actively sought but was prepared to embrace. With Gallienus gone, the Senate and the military quickly ratified my elevation to the purple. My ascension to the throne was not just a personal milestone but a necessity for the stability of the empire. I knew that I had to act swiftly to consolidate my power and address the immediate threats that loomed over Rome. One of my first acts as emperor was to suppress the rebellion of Aureolus. Milan was a stronghold, but my experience and strategic planning paid off. I managed to subdue Aureolus, putting an end to his insurrection. This decisive action not only eliminated a significant internal threat but also demonstrated my resolve to restore order within the empire. However, the challenges were far from over. The Alemanni, a fierce Germanic tribe, had been summoned by the insurgents and efforts to recapture their allegiance were unsuccessful, and the empire continued to be divided. Nonetheless, my focus was on consolidating the areas under my control and defending them against external threats. One of the most significant challenges during my reign was the Gothic invasion. The Goths, emboldened by previous incursions, had gathered a vast migratory force and descended upon the Balkans. I could not allow this threat to go unchecked. In 269, I led my legions to confront them near Naissus, modern Nis, Serbia, in Moesia. The battle that ensued was fierce and brutal, but my strategic acumen and the valor of my soldiers prevailed. The Gothic forces were decisively defeated, earning me the honorific title, Gothicus. This victory was a turning point, not just for my reign but for the empire. It halted the Gothic advance and secured the Balkan territories, proving that Rome could still muster the strength to defend its borders. However, my triumph was tempered by the realization that the empire's challenges were far from over. The plague, internal divisions, and ongoing threats from other barbarian tribes required constant vigilance. My ascension to the throne marked the beginning of a brief but intense period of restoration and defense. Each victory was hard won, and each decision weighed heavily on my shoulders. Yet, through it all, I remained steadfast in my commitment to the empire. As emperor, I was determined to uphold the legacy of Rome and protect its people from the myriad threats that sought to undermine its glory. Upon my ascension to the throne, the enormity of the task ahead was clear. The Roman Empire, a behemoth of territories and cultures, was besieged on all sides by barbarian tribes and internal dissension. Yet, as Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus, I embraced the challenge with unwavering resolve. My reign, though brief, was marked by pivotal battles and crucial reforms aimed at stabilizing and defending the empire. After the decisive victory over the Goths at Naissus in 269, I returned to Rome, where I focused on reinforcing the empire's military might. The legions were the backbone of our power, and I knew that maintaining their loyalty and effectiveness was paramount. I initiated a series of reforms to ensure that the soldiers were well equipped and adequately compensated. These reforms not only improved morale but also solidified the legion's commitment to defending the empire. In addition to strengthening the military, I sought to address the economic challenges that plagued the empire. The relentless invasions had disrupted trade and agriculture, leading to scarcity and inflation. To mitigate these issues, I implemented measures to stabilize the currency and ensure the efficient distribution of resources. These economic policies, though not without their challenges, were essential in preventing further deterioration of the empire's financial stability. One of the most pressing concerns during my reign was the continuing threat of barbarian invasions. The defeat of the Goths was a significant achievement, but other tribes, such as the Vandals, remained a constant menace. In 270, I began preparations for a campaign against the Vandals, who were threatening the Danubian provinces. This campaign was critical in maintaining the security of our northern borders and preventing further incursions into Roman territory. While military campaigns and economic reforms occupied much of my attention, I was also deeply concerned with the internal unity of the empire. The central territories recognized my authority, but the western provinces remained under the control of the emperors of the Rhine. My attempts to bring these provinces back into the fold were met with limited success. Despite this, I continued to emphasize the importance of unity and cohesion within the empire, recognizing that internal divisions only serve to weaken our collective strength. Amid these efforts, a new and insidious threat emerged: the plague. This deadly disease swept through the empire, decimating populations and further straining our resources. The plague did not discriminate, affecting soldiers and civilians alike. I took measures to contain its spread, but the impact was devastating. The loss of life and the economic toll added to the already heavy burdens on my shoulders. Despite these challenges, I remained committed to my vision of a strong and united Rome. My brief reign was marked by relentless efforts to defend the empire from external threats and stabilize its internal affairs. Each victory, whether on the battlefield or in policy, was a step towards restoring the glory of Rome. However, my time as emperor was destined to be short. In the midst of my preparations for the Vandal campaign, I fell ill. The plague, which had ravaged so many, did not spare me. As I lay on my deathbed, I reflected on the tumultuous years of my reign. The challenges had been immense, but so too had been the resilience and valor of the Roman people. In the final days of my life, I appointed my trusted cavalry commander, Aurelian, as my successor. Aurelian was a capable and loyal leader, and I had full confidence that he would continue the work I had begun. My death in 270, in the city of Sirmium, marked the end of my reign but not the end of my legacy. The brief years of my rule were a testament to the enduring spirit of Rome. Despite the odds, we had defended our borders, reformed our systems, and maintained our unity. As Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus, I had the honor of leading the empire through one of its most challenging periods. My reign, though short, was a chapter in the ongoing story of Rome's resilience and strength. The year 270 marked the end of my reign and my life. The relentless plague, which had swept through the empire, finally claimed me in the city of Sirmium in Pannonia Inferior. As I lay on my deathbed, weakened by the disease that had devastated so many of my people, I pondered the trials and triumphs of my brief but eventful reign. The plague had been a relentless adversary. Its spread was swift and unforgiving, striking down both the young and the old, the strong and the weak. Despite our best efforts to contain it, the disease had permeated the legions and civilian populations alike, leaving a trail of sorrow and disruption in its wake. I had always known that leading the empire would be fraught with challenges, but facing a crisis of this magnitude tested my resolve and leadership to their limits. In my final moments, I reflected on the significant events that had shaped my time as emperor. The defeat of the Gothic invaders at Naissus had been a turning point. That victory had not only halted their advance but also restored a sense of hope and resilience among the Roman people. The title, Gothicus, which I proudly bore, was a testament to that triumph and to the courage of the legions who had fought beside me. The Alemanni, too, had been driven from Italy, securing the heartland of the empire and demonstrating our capability to repel external threats. These victories, however, came at a great cost. The constant warfare, coupled with the ravages of the plague, had strained our resources and tested the limits of our endurance. As the sickness overtook me, I was acutely aware of the unfinished business that lay before the empire. The Vandals, who threatened our northern borders, remained a formidable adversary. My preparations for a campaign against them had been thorough, but my untimely death would leave this task to my successor. It was imperative that Rome continue to defend its territories with vigilance and strength. In those final days, my thoughts turned to Aurelian, the commander whom I had appointed as my successor. Aurelian was a man of great capability and unwavering loyalty, qualities that were essential for the continuation of my work. I trusted that he would lead the empire with the same determination and strategic insight that had defined his military career. I believed that under his leadership, Rome would persevere through its trials and emerge stronger. Despite the brevity of my reign, I took solace in the knowledge that I had done all within my power to protect and stabilize the empire. My efforts to reform the military and the economy, though challenging, had laid the groundwork for future stability. The loyalty and resilience of the Roman people had been a constant source of inspiration, reminding me of the indomitable spirit that defined our civilization. As the plague claimed my life, I felt a profound sense of duty fulfilled. My journey from the rugged frontiers of Dardania to the highest echelons of power in Rome had been one of unwavering commitment to the empire. The challenges I faced were immense, but they were met with courage and determination. In my final moments, surrounded by loyal followers and the echoes of battles won, I felt a deep connection to the legacy of Rome. I was not just an emperor, I was a guardian of a heritage that spanned centuries. My death was but a chapter in the ongoing story of the empire, a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of Rome. As Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus, I faced the end with a sense of peace, knowing that I had served Rome with all my heart and soul. My legacy would live on in the victories won, the reforms enacted, and the spirit of resilience that continued to define the Roman Empire. With my final breath, I entrusted the future of Rome to those who would follow, confident that they would carry forward the torch of our great civilization. The passing of Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus in 270 did not mark the end of his influence on the Roman Empire. My legacy, forged in the crucible of relentless battles and strategic reforms, continued to resonate through the annals of Roman history long after my death. The triumphs and challenges of my reign left an indelible mark on the empire, shaping its trajectory in the turbulent years that followed. The most immediate and lasting aspect of my legacy was the decisive victory over the Goths at Naissus. This battle, fought with unparalleled bravery and tactical ingenuity, not only halted the Gothic advance but also restored a measure of security to the Balkan territories. The title, Gothicus, became synonymous with my name, a testament to the significance of this triumph. This victory reinforced the belief that Rome, despite its internal and external challenges, could still defend its borders and uphold its legacy of military prowess. My military reforms were another crucial component of my legacy. Recognizing the importance of a well-equipped and motivated army, I initiated measures to ensure that the legions were adequately supplied and compensated. These reforms helped stabilize the military during a period of significant strain, bolstering the morale and effectiveness of the soldiers. The emphasis on strong leadership and disciplined ranks became a cornerstone of the Roman military tradition, influencing the strategies of my successors. Economic stabilization efforts, though met with mixed results during my reign, laid the groundwork for future emperors to build upon. The disruptions caused by continuous warfare and the plague had strained the empire's resources. My attempts to stabilize the currency and manage the distribution of resources were early steps towards addressing these economic challenges. These efforts highlighted the need for robust economic policies, a lesson that would be heeded by future leaders as they navigated the complexities of governing a vast and diverse empire. The appointment of Aurelian as my successor was a decision that significantly impacted the empire's future. Aurelian, known for his military acumen and unwavering loyalty, continued the work I had begun. His subsequent victories and reforms were a continuation of the efforts to restore and strengthen the empire. Aurelian's reign, often seen as a period of restoration, was built upon the foundations laid during my time as emperor. His successes in reuniting the empire and defending its borders were a direct extension of the strategies and policies I had implemented. Beyond the tangible victories and reforms, my legacy also encompassed the spirit of resilience and determination that defined my reign. The Roman Empire, besieged by external threats and internal strife, required strong and decisive leadership. My ability to confront these challenges head-on and achieve significant victories, despite the brevity of my reign, served as an enduring example of what could be accomplished through dedication and strategic foresight. The title, Gothicus, and the memory of my leadership during a time of crisis became a symbol of hope and strength for the Roman people. My efforts to stabilize and defend the empire, even in the face of overwhelming odds, were remembered as a testament to the enduring spirit of Rome. This legacy of resilience inspired future generations to continue striving for the preservation and prosperity of the empire. In the years following my death, the Roman Empire continued to face numerous challenges. However, the foundation laid during my reign provided a blueprint for addressing these challenges. The military victories, economic reforms, and emphasis on unity and stability were lessons that would be drawn upon by my successors as they worked to secure the empire's future. In conclusion, the legacy of Marcus Aurelius Claudius Gothicus is one of triumph against adversity, strategic foresight, and unwavering commitment to the empire. My reign, though brief, was a crucial chapter in the ongoing story of Rome. It demonstrated that with strong leadership and resolute action, even the greatest challenges could be overcome. My name, Gothicus, and the victories achieved under my command, continue to be remembered as a symbol of Rome's enduring strength and resilience. Thank you for watching. Our channel, known as the Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. Video topics encompass areas including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other topics of liberal arts and sciences including ancient Rome and the Roman Empire, which is a great comparison and contrast of the modern world. Topics perfect for the true modern polymath. The Renaissance ushered in a golden age in the pursuit of knowledge both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason. Embracing truth, knowledge, and an understanding and compassion for humanity opens up the world to each of us, individually, and improves all of humanity. affording us the opportunity to be better stewards of the earth and to each other. The Renaissance spirit. More than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, learning, growing and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. If you're looking to explore and experience what life has to offer, I'm sure you'll enjoy the other videos on my channel. Please peruse, and let me know in the comments what you get out of them and what other videos you'd like to see. But first, please take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. Live the Renaissance spirit.